Happy Monday, everybody. Happy November. Happy launch month. Let's go. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 75 of the Xbox and 10 podcast. I want to start off by thanking every single person that listens to the show. October was by far the biggest month in the podcast history. Let's keep it going, kicking off the new generation this month. The Xbox and 10 podcast is your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. Xboxand10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxand10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week were Watch Dogs Legion and The Dark Pictures Little Hope. Games coming out this week include Dirt 5, My Universe School Teacher, Switch and Shoot, Audubon Police Simulator 2, Yestermorrow, Gray Skies, A War of the Worlds Stories, Knights and Bikes, Paw Patrol Mighty Pup Save Adventure Bay, Speed 3 Grand Prix, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, Crystal Ortha, Dark Sauce, Dead Dungeon, and Memoranda. The new games with gold for November have been announced. These games include Origami Shadow Edition on Xbox One from November 1st to the 30th, Swim Sanity on Xbox One from November 16th to December 15th, Full Spectrum Warrior from the original Xbox from November 1st to the 15th, and from the Xbox 360, Lego Indiana Jones from November 16th to the 30th. Now into last week's biggest news stories, and we have 7 to cover this week. Number 1, kicking off a new generation of play together. This is by Phil Spencer over on Xbox Wire. Gaming connects us even in the most difficult of times. In a year that's consistently thrown challenge and change our way, games told us new stories, enriched our lives, and brought us together across physical and social distances. Your actions in games showed the power of play and the imaginative feats we can accomplish together. To honor the launch of the new Xbox generation, we invite you to celebrate this power of play with us on November 10th. We invite you, players of all identities and backgrounds, console generations and devices, skill sets and tastes, to celebrate, connect, and play together. We invite you to grab your device of choice and play alongside Team Xbox, your favorite creators, and our partners right from your homes around the world. We invite you to take a glimpse of behind the scenes of the next generation of games, hear the stories of people who make them, and play along with them. We invite you to tune into our global live stream in celebration of play on November 10th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time and 2 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Gaming. Think of our live stream celebration as a comparison to your gaming plans for the day. We'll host Let's Play segments with the creators, showcase special launch highlights from around the globe, and harness the power of gaming to raise vital funds for great causes. This will be a moment of play, not press releases, as next-generation consoles begin to land in the hands of players around the world. Instead of big announcements, we will mark the beginning of a new era by gaming alongside one another. We will take this moment to have some fun and look forward to having you join us. November 10th marks a formative moment, the very beginning of the new generation of play. You'll be able to experience many of its benefits right away, like the incredible look and feel of movement at 120 frames per second, faster load times, richer gaming libraries, the mobile reach of cloud gaming, and new unforgettable gaming experiences. As creators tap into the power of the new Xbox console generation over the next decade, you'll see gaming shake free from its former limits. Unique custom design innovations will make Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S highly coveted this holiday season, and we are working hard with partners around the globe to bring as many new consoles to as many new players as possible over time. With a goal of empowering everyone to join this new generation and experience the power of play everywhere on the planet, gaming with Xbox will transform throughout the next decade as our investments across content, console, cloud gaming, and PC evolve in harmony with each other and with what players want. For the gaming industry, there's no better measure of success than more people playing and more players discovering games they love. I can't wait to celebrate with you on November 10th, and I'm looking forward to experiencing what we'll all create through play. See you on Xbox soon, Phil. Not much news, but a great event to celebrate on November 10th. I will be taking a half day at work so I can get my shiny new console as soon as possible, get home, and try everything out. Number 2, the disappointing news again. Halo Infinite director leaves project after delay. Matt Kim at IGN writes, Halo Infinite project director Chris Lee has left the project after following a delay that will see the next Master Chief Adventure released in 2021 instead of this holiday. Lee confirmed that the departure to Bloomberg News. In a statement, Lee said, quote, I have stepped back from Infinite and I am looking at future opportunities. I believe in the team and am confident they will deliver a great game, and now is a good time for me to step away, end quote. Lee is the latest top director to depart the project after creative director Tim Longo left 343 in 2019, followed by lead producer Mary Olson. Halo veteran Joe Staten now leads the single-player campaign development, and Pierre Hintz is leading multiplayer. Quote, Chris Lee remains a Microsoft employee, and while he has stepped back from Halo Infinite right now, we appreciate all he has done for the project to date, end quote, Microsoft said in a statement provided to Bloomberg. All these stories continue to tell me is that this has had such a troubled development. I can only hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I really don't think Microsoft and Xbox can afford to release a bad Halo game, and that they will do everything that it takes to release a good one. Fingers crossed. Number 3, Todd Howard says it's hard to imagine The Elder Scrolls 6 being an Xbox exclusive. Darren Bontalos at GameSpot writes, the acquisition of Bethesda parent ZeniMax Media by Microsoft has been one of the largest deals in the history of gaming, and one that Bethesda creative director Todd Howard believes will result in an even better future for the industry. In an interview with GameIndustry.biz, Howard said that Microsoft hasn't decided what its approach to console exclusivity will be, but that it will be, quote, hard to imagine, end quote, the two companies not launching a game like The Elder Scrolls 6 on other platforms as well. Bethesda had largely been an independent producer and publisher of games before the deal was accepted, and work began on finalizing the merger. While games like Starfield and The Elder Scrolls 6 will be on Xbox Game Pass when they're eventually finished, Howard sees the subscription service as a chance to highlight and revive older games, allowing them to be successful according to a different metric instead of just looking about how many units have sold. Howard believes that subscription and streaming services will be the primary platforms that consumers will use to access game titles, eventually resulting in ease of access to titles across multiple devices no matter where you are in the world. Microsoft is poised to take advantage of this digital shift, as it has also had its game streaming service as part of Xbox Game Pass. More food for thought in this constant ongoing debate about whether Bethesda games will be console exclusive to Xbox and not come out on PlayStation at all. There was another quote from Todd Howard this week stating how Oblivion and Morrowind were originally console exclusive, so who the hell knows what's going to happen in the years to come. The only thing we do know is that we'll have to get an answer once they start to show more of Starfield, when the deal between ZeniMax Media and Microsoft gets finalized in mid-2021. Number 4, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War will integrate with Warzone in December. Sharif Saeed at VG247 writes, Call of Duty Warzone will merge with the upcoming Black Ops Cold War in December. Activision has confirmed some high-level details about the expected convergence of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and the free-to-play Battle Royale mode Warzone. This integration won't occur at launch as initially expected. As part of the publisher's earnings call for Q3 fiscal year 2020, CEO Bobby Kotick said that this will take place in December instead with the launch of the game's first season. Black Ops Cold War will follow the seasonal structure introduced in Modern Warfare, and that every season will last a couple of months and launch alongside a new Battle Pass. The Battle Pass itself remains unchanged, offering free access to functional weapons and many tiers of cosmetic items. When the first season begins in December, players will be able to use their unlocked Black Ops Cold War weapons and operators in Warzone, similar to how it worked between Modern Warfare and Warzone. Activision has also confirmed that each game's arsenal will be recognized under a different set of loadouts, but both will be available. If only I had more time, I'd continue to play a lot more Warzone. It did catch me in 2020, and I can't wait to see what the Black Ops Cold War will bring to it in December. Number 5, Ubisoft delays Far Cry 6 and Rainbow Six Quarantine in latest financial report. Matt Wales at Eurogamer writes, as part of its latest earning report released earlier today, Ubisoft has announced delays for Far Cry 6 and Rainbow Six Quarantine, as well as offering a brief update on its attempts at culture transformation following a number of damning reports this summer. Starting with the delays, Far Cry 6, which is set to shift the series' first-person open-world formula to the Caribbean, was originally set to launch on February 18th next year, while Rainbow Six Quarantine had only ever been given a vague 2020 release window. However, as outlined in Ubisoft's first half 2020-2021 earnings statement, the company has made the decision to postpone the launch of both titles in order to leverage their full potential in the context of production challenges caused by COVID-19. As a result, Far Cry 6 and Rainbow Six Quarantine will now release in the publisher's next financial year, meaning a new launch window somewhere between April 2021 and the end of March 2022. Personally, not disappointing news for me, as I've never really played the Rainbow Six or Far Cry games. However, I know how many millions of people look forward to them, and it isn't surprising with the COVID-19 challenges, we are going to see a lot more game delays in the future. Number 6, Cyberpunk 2077 delayed until December. Matt Kim at IGN writes, Cyberpunk 2077 will be delayed again by 21 days, with a new release date set for December 10th, 2020. CD Projekt Red announced the news in a statement on Twitter, citing the immense task of shipping Cyberpunk 2077 across 9 consoles and 2 generations of hardware. Quote, the biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen, and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it, end quote, CD Projekt co-founders Adam Badowski and Marcin Iwinski said in a statement. The launch platforms for Cyberpunk 2077 include Xbox One/X, Xbox Series S/X, PS4/Pro, PS5, PC, and Stadia. Podolsky and Nowinski also confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 was almost a next-gen title during development, and so releasing the RPG across different generations requires effort for every version to run smoothly. Don't even know how to say how disappointing this news is. This was the game I was looking to be my shiny new showpiece for the Xbox Series X within the first week, and now we're going to have to wait another 3 weeks. Hearing some statements this week, I don't think they're even confident that they're going to hit the December 10th release date, even though the game has officially gone gold. I really wish this game had just been a next-gen showpiece and that they would leave the old consoles behind, but I obviously understand the millions and millions of players that want to play this on their current-gen hardware. Number 7. FIFA 21 and Madden 21 coming to Xbox Series X, S in December. Brittany Vincent and True Achievements writes, both next-gen versions of Madden NFL 21 and FIFA 21 are set to arrive on both Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 this December. The official EA Madden Twitter account made the announcement clarifying how things will end up working for anyone who decides to pick up one or both titles. EA explains on its official website that anyone who buys a physical version of either FIFA 21 or Madden NFL 21 will need to contact the publisher to redeem a next-gen upgrade. This will enable them to receive a digital next-gen copy in addition to the one they purchased at no extra cost. The free update will only be available for a set period of time. However, it will be up for grabs all the way up until FIFA 22 and Madden NFL 22 end up out in the world, which will likely happen later in 2021. The offer was almost undoubtedly extended following the public backlash after EA initially confirmed it would end on December 31st this year instead. Both next-gen versions of FIFA 21 and Madden NFL 21 will utilize the features of Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 to include better overall gaming experiences, including Xbox Series X's Instant Resume feature. For all you sports fans out there, I finally bought Madden NFL 21 after taking many years off. This is exactly the reason why I went digital, so I can have a smooth transition to next-gen. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and this one's about the Series X and the launch and a new fridge. The Xbox Series X fridge is real and Microsoft is giving one away, Matthew Adler at IGN writes. Xbox is leaning heavily into the memes by not only acknowledging the fact that its next-gen console looks like a refrigerator, but now that it's actually giving away an Xbox Series X themed refrigerator. There's even an official world premiere video for the kitchen monolith. Announced via Xbox's official Twitter account, the Xbox Series X fridge is part of a sweepstakes that begins today and ends November 4th, 2020 at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Absolutely love that Xbox is going so hard into the meme. Go to their Twitter account, follow and retweet, and get your chance to win an Xbox Series X fridge. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, leave a review, share it with your friends, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. Let's make November blow out October as the best month ever, given it's the launch of our new generation. This past week, I again have not had the time to play a single video game working too much, but the next gen is on the horizon, and I've taken some time off in November, so the gaming is coming in hot for me. My name is Broden Rosa. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. I hope you all have a great week and keep on gaming.